Hey Scrappers, I just wanted to show you guys some stuff I made and give you some product reviews. You guys have been asking, so I thought I'd show you a little bit. So this is, first I finished the tag, all but putting some fiber, but I wanted to show you guys what I did. And if you guys remember, I had showed you a while back how to make this background using some different products. So what I did with this tag here is the same thing I did with this one, and basically it is it's a white tag. It's one of these white recollection tags, and they come in, I believe, a pack of 10. It's a pack of 10 or 12 that you can get at Michael's. And then I stamped it with this stamp right here, and this one is it's a Christmas, like a vintage collage stamp. It's by Inka Dinka Doo, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. And for this side of the stamp, or of the tag, right here, you can see it without all the stuff on it. For this side, I stamped it with the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And then to color the paper, I used my Eucalyptus Walnut ink stain. And this is a really cool stuff, guys. You can get this at Hobby Lobby for, I think it's like two come in a pack. You'll get 2 separate colors, and it's 2 for, I think it's like $5.99 or $6.99, depending on you know, which Hobby Lobby you go to. They also sell these at Joann's. I went a few days ago when I saw them at Joann's, and they had some different colors at Joann's. So, and I can't remember what the price is at Joann's, guys. I'm sorry, but they're right now at Joann's. It's all 30% off, because when the ink goes on sale, these go on sale too. They consider this like an ink. Okay, so this is I used the eucalyptus, which kind of looks green, and it's hard to see on the camera, but in person it looks green. But however, when you spray it, it comes out like more like this vintagey brown kind of a color. Like and it really matches really well with the distressed ink frayed burlap, and that's what I used to distress the edges of the tag. And I used my my Tim Holtz distressing tool with frayed burlap to go around the edges of the tag. And then once I did that, and I also sprayed the back side, and I sprayed the back side with well, first of all, I stamped with the same stamp, but I used the frayed burlap instead of the Tuxedo Black, and it gives this more of a faded vintage look. It's, you know, it's not as dark and prominent. So it depends on what ink and what kind of, you know, effect you'll get. And then I also went along the edges with the frayed burlap, but I sprayed it with this cherry blossom. So you get this really pretty, like, almost kind of like a pinkish look to it. Now I sprayed it twice to make it a little darker, so it just looked like a faded red instead of like a real pink. And that's what you get. So it looked really cool. And then I used some roses from IamRoses.com. And they originally looked like this. And they're just little like 1/2-inch roses. And I also sprayed those down with the eucalyptus. Now I'll let you guys know, when you spray with these stains, these walnut inks, they do make the paper and the flowers a little more like grunge. Like they kind of feel like the grunge board. So they don't dry like real crisp like how the paper originally is. It's nice and, you know, crisp, as you can hear it. It makes the papers and stuff much softer, and especially the flowers. Now, on this side here, I used the roses and this like 1-inch gardenia from IamRoses.com. Again, I sprayed it with the eucalyptus, and then I went just a little bit on the centers of the flowers on this side and on this side here, as you can see, with the antique linen distress stickles. just a little touch. And then I stuck a pin in here that I had made a while back. And then these leaves right here are recollection leaves. And they originally look like this. Like they're just like a kind of a bright green leaf. And you get them in a fairly large pack at Michael's. And I just took that with some of my frayed burlap distress ink. And I just went over it really quick with my Tim Holtz distressing tool, and it makes it like this really nice vintagey dark leaf, as you can see on both sides. And that red that's on there, I didn't do that. The leaves already came with the red, and I just went over it with the ink. Now these are Prima pearls. Love Prima pearls, guys. So I took these white Prima pearls because they come on this sheet here, and I just cut off the section that I wanted. And then I cut off this little bottom section here to go right on this side so it will kind of match on either side. And then they come in white. I didn't have any that came in like a vintage brown color or anything like that, or off-white or anything. I just had white. So what I did is I took my Copic marker and I took the E33 sand. And after I had adhered it down where I want it, I took the Copic marker and I just very quickly kind of rubbed over everything. I didn't sit here and color each little pearl, because it's not necessary to do that because the Copics, you know, fairly come out. And here, I'll show you really quick what I did. This is all I did, guys. I mean, it was very easy. After it's adhered down, I just kind of did this and just kept going over it. And then you get this really cool, just like this little vintage pearls. So it was a really awesome technique that I used. I really liked it. And it was just exactly, I just picked out a Copic marker that was a little, I went through a couple different ones to find which one I liked. And so if you guys color your pearls like this, and just I would really recommend using the sand color, because it really makes them look like a vintage, if you can see that. And then there's the I Am Roses flowers, really pretty. And as you can see, when you spray them down, you know, you can see how soft they are, and they kind of feel like grunge. That's what it feels like to me. And then on this side, I just use a sticker, and I believe this is from K & Company. So that's my tag, guys. It's a vintage Christmas tag. So you guys can see it. There you go. And I made a double-sided tag. Okay, that's for my tag. And then, so that's using these new walnut stains, or walnut inks, and my new stamp and some pearls. Then I made this flower, guys. I was super excited. This is the first time I ever made a flower myself. So, I mean, I've painted some with some mica powders and stuff like that, but this is the first time I made one. And to start off with, and this was just because it happened to be the closest thing next to me, and I was just wanted to test out some of my products. So I ended up using these brown flowers by Prima, and they come in this jar here. And I just grabbed, I ended up using 4 of these Prima flowers, and then I used one of these roses from IamRoses.com, and this is what it turned out to be like. Remember, they were originally brown, and as you can see, the first 2 larger layers right here have words on them, like little so just some script. So I took that, and using my watercolors, my new watercolors, the first time I used them, I got these from Hobby Lobby, and they're really cheap. These were let me see here, Lowell Cornell, and they were $4.99 for a 36 watercolor palette. So I used, here, let me open it real quick. Oops. Okay. I don't know how I'm doing on time, guys. I used the aqua brush, and they also have these right next to the watercolor in the paint section. And I used just a combination of like this orangish color, pink, and this pink, and then this darker pink right here, almost like a reddish pink color, and then white. I colored the tips, and then I went ahead and I mean, I'm telling you, it was really easy. You just take your water brush, or you can just take like really anything that has water in it, because I also use this bottle here, and I just drip a couple drops of water, and then I can do some actual tutorials on this flower, but I painted it with my watercolors. And then to make everything blend, I just took white and really diluted it down, and then just went over everything and let everything just kind of blend together. And then it does lighten it up and give it more of a vintage look when you do that. That way it's not a real dark and bright color. Then, I don't know how close I can get, you guys can see. There's, if you guys can see, there's some shimmer there. And then you can see on the tips of these flowers right here, they're a little darker. I don't know if that helps. Those tips I painted with the Twinkling H2O, and these are really nice. And it's a little hard to see on here because I kind of distressed it, but it's a very nice, vibrant color, and it's very shimmery. Kind of reminds me of like Glimmer Mist, because of how glittery and shimmery it is. So really pretty. And then any green that you see on this flower, you can see like in the center, and then just some random spots of green. Here, it's easier to see on the back side of the flower. Like in the center right there. That was using the Twinkling H2O in the green color, which this specific color is called Guatemalan. And I really like them. They're really nice watercolors, and you don't really have to use a lot at all. Very vibrant. Then I took my Glimmer Glam Hayride, and I actually just took a very thin layer and I painted over the entire flower. And that's what you see, all that like very light shimmer. It's a very, very subtle shimmer. And that's the Glimmer Glam. Now guys, when I painted with the Glimmer Glam, I did not get this effect right here, where you get that really like thick and chunky glitter. And I shook it up. You have to shake it up, and I did. I shook it really good, and I still didn't get that thick glitter. But that's okay, because I actually don't prefer thick glitter. I got this just really pretty shimmery color. Kind of like you're painting with like shimmery paint or shimmery glaze. It's really pretty. So I do like these. I don't think you get that effect with the thick glitter. But they are very pretty. And just to test a couple out, I on some black cardstock. I did it on white too, but I seem to have thrown the white scrap piece away already. But I did it on some black cardstock, and it was really cool because the Hayride on the black cardstock actually came up with this really cool green color. And if you can just see the shimmer, that's how it paints on everything, that really pretty shimmery color. And then the Espresso Bean on black comes out to be like this copper or gold color. Very pretty for the shimmering. So, that's using all my new products, guys, and I hope you like the flower. The center of the flower is an I Am Roses from IamRoses.com. It's their little mini rose. And I just kind of took some layers off of it because it was too big for the center. And then I painted it to match the rest of the flower. So I hope you guys like it all. Thanks so much for watching. And if you guys have any questions, just please let me know. If I've left anything out, I'm sorry. Oh, I used glossy accents to adhere everything. I love this stuff and I use it for everything. So guys, definitely I recommend the Glimmer Glam. It is just like a shimmery paint. So if you guys have other things that you use for a shimmery paint, keep using them, because these are a little more expensive. But I do like them. And I really like the H2O, the Twinkling H2O little watercolors. And I absolutely love these right here. These little walnut stains. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Happy scrapping. Bye.